lesson number 4. Okay, one thing I forgot to get you to get was a cup head screw, or cup head screw. Yeah. Put it in your electric drill, tighten it up until it spins. Just be careful because it will bite you very quickly. Okay, we need 2 strands of wire. Here's our 1.5 metre length. I'm going to fold it once and I'm going to fold it twice. Now at this end you have a loop and the 4 ends. This end you have 2 loops. So you bring it out so that what you've got is an equal length. Way too long for this at the moment, but we're not worried about that. We put our cup hook in this end and give it a bit of a tug. Come down, measure about 1.5 times the length you want. If I'd have measured this properly, you would have probably been in a better state. But anyway, cut that bit off, we don't want it at the moment. But what we need to do is we need to put that into a pair of pliers so we can hold it. So we hold that, we put our cup hook through here, and then we gently twist it up. Not too much, just enough to give us something solid. That's the core. So now, what I have done on the jig is I have shortened that up. So this is shorter, and I've shortened this end up so I can show you what we're doing. So that will go on there, and then this end will go through the swivel. Now that's actually still too long, so I'll bring that up close to the head and just bend it again, because I'm only worried about the swivel moving, not this piece of wire at that end. So now we've got a piece that's about that long. We need to cut again about there, bend it sideways, hook that over that end, put that through the swivel. Should have got myself a bigger swivel. And maybe 3 bits of wire. Bring it up till it's tight, and then just bend it upright. So now when I wind the handle, I'm going to get that. So I'm going to just bring that down and around, back out of my way so I'm not getting caught. That's where we're going to work. There is where we'll build the angel. This one here will end up about 2 inches or 50 mil long, and we'll be using single strand. The idea is we poke one end through here, and then what we do very carefully is we just gently bring that along. That's the base, that's down where she ends. This is a flying angel, so therefore both her feet are going to be together. So all we're doing is just bringing that along. To about halfway. So I'm just going to speed up a bit, because I've been doing this longer than you have. Now that's halfway. Now that will be roughly, down here somewhere will be her feet. We've got her thighs, her hips are going to be roughly here. So we'll go past the hips. We're going to do a thin bit through. As you can see, the wire is just that little bit further apart. And this is where her chest will be. So we come back in and then we go back over what we've just done. Back down to about halfway down to that wider bit of what's going to be her waist. Come back again. Now you can start going looser, easier. Just let the wire wrap around itself. Don't stress about it. And all we're doing is building up a trunk, the chest section. Now if you start to get deep V's, pull your wire across the V and then come back around and go across again. It doesn't have to be neat like down here, because all we're doing is just roughing her in. So once you think you've got her roughed in enough, come back down over that waist section, and just basically as you wire it, as you run the wire down, you'll see it actually gives you a cross on each one of those. Now we're going to do the hip, so we come down to the knee, which is about there, come back up, just rough, fast, big loops, speed it up, doesn't matter. Now we're going back down almost to the knee, come back up. Now what we're trying to do is just build up bulk. Doesn't look right at the moment, but that doesn't matter. If you start to get high points like you've got there, skip them the next time you're coming around. Don't hit them. You can do almost a full figure of 8. Doesn't matter. Now that's the end of the first piece of wire. Normally you do is on the larger ones, we would twist that around so that that end is in, poke it in into a hole somewhere, and on the really big ones, like 4 or 5 feet tall, that piece there will actually be twisted in. Okay, don't panic about this yet. I want you to get this bit organised, easy enough, and then in number 5 we'll do the body. That's it for now. Catch you soon.